Welcome to my CM20 Capstone project. In this video, I'll be going over the skills I have learned in CM20. I'll let the cat out of the bag here. I have this ruby that I specifically drew for pointing things out and some on-screen randomness. Now that that's out of the way, I'll continue what you are actually here to see. The skills I've learned in CM20 was mostly expansions on skills we've learned in CM10. The first skill we learned and expanded upon was photography. Back in CM10, we learned about lighting adjustment, and in CM20, we learned how to change camera settings into something like black and white, and we also learned how to fix the ISO and the shutter speed. And we used those modes to take various pictures of things we thought would be interesting. Ruby will be pointing out pictures that I've taken on the bottom left side of the screen. The next thing we learned about and expanded upon was animation. We used animation to make, well, animation. I had a lot of fun making animations, and Ruby will have a little animation playing in the bottom left corner. Final thing we learned and expanded upon was videography and video making. We used these as well as video editing to create videos using camera on a tripod. Well, cameras and tripod. We used cameras and tripods to capture the best performance with the best possible angles. In my case, I made 2 music videos for my clone lab and my student choice, which will be shown by Ruby in the bottom left corner. To hear the audio of the videos that are being shown, you can find them on the Weyburn Comprehensive Schools YouTube channel under the name Something Entirely New. And if I were to continue on with CM, the jobs that would be presented to me are graphics designer, videographer, photographer, video game designer, and art director. A fun skill that I learned how to use and loved very much was the cloning effect presented in the video in which I sang Something Entirely New from Steven Universe. And the cloning effect is really cool because it makes for good music videos, it makes for good drama videos, it makes for a lot of good videos. A pro to the organization in this class is that you have every assignment available to do in any order that you wish to do them. But a con of this is that when people are under pressure and have a few assignments to do at a time, they tend not to produce the content that they want to produce. The organization is good, but it has its flaws, which counterbalances the good parts. The responsibilities that come with taking CM20 is that you'll still have to get your assignments done before final exam period. The con is that you'll have to come in during final exam time to complete your assignment. The pro is that if you're finished your assignments, you don't have to come back unless you actually have any other finals in any other classes. We also had to create a co-developed marking matrix. The pro about this is that we have an insight into another person's thought pattern, and the con is that certain people really don't agree with each other, which makes it hard for all of us to get our assignments marked. Speaking of marking is done by the students going up to Mr. Lendrum with marking matrices. The pro of this marking system is that we get our assignments marked at our own pace, and the con is that Mr. Lendrum actually decides to present our videos in front of the class, which I typically don't like. The pros of taking CM20 is that it is similar to CM10, it just has more things to do, and if you love CM10, you'll totally love CM20. The cons of taking CM20 is that if you aren't very skilled with computers and editing software and barely pass CM10, you may not want to take this class. And you may not like it. You must provide detailed plans for your videos in order to know what you want to do, unless you're someone like me who just does something as soon as it comes to mind. You have to make a pre-list of equipment and resources you will need to complete this project, but those are either bundled in with a marking matrix or the credit sequence of your videos. You have to get your plan approved, but if you're like me and dive right into everything, you'll lose marks. But as I say, it's better to have marks than no marks at all. Providing a pre-list at marking is something that is preferred, but as I stated before, it's usually bundled into your marking matrix. And that is it for my capstone project. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out any other videos on the channel, as well as another person's capstone project to see their points of views on everything.